in the year 2002, a movie was released that really changed Marvel audiences forever. That film was Spider-Man, and following that film's massive success, Sony immediately wanted to do something bigger and bolder. What started off as a great start and would end up being one of the greatest superhero movies of all time. And technically a lot of Spider-Man fans know this one. And it really did change a lot of expectations for those fans. What's up, everybody? My name is Nate, and on this 21st episode of The Road to Avengers Doomsday, we're taking a look at Spider-Man 2, aka the greatest superhero movie of all time, and how some audiences really connected to the character Spider-Man. We get to see a different side of him. So without further ado, sit back, relax, enjoy the show as I take you trip down memory lane of this classic movie. So, with Spider-Man being a massive hit for Sony, they realized they have a huge franchise on their hands, and they immediately wanted to move forward for Spider-Man. And so they decided to get to work for this Spider-Man sequel. Bringing up abroad this movie is going to take a lot of good writing and expectations, and it does so well for general audience. So they brought back Sam Raimi as director, bringing his unique style and charisma and how it's adapting some elements in a truly great way. Then we got the returning cast members and a surprising villain that really made Spider-Man fans really amazed of how it's done. So, yeah, Tobey Maguire returns as Spider-Man, bringing like the charm of the awkward Peter Parker and the hero Spider-Man. We actually get to see the emotional side of Parker's life, like following the loss of his powers. We get to see his life if he didn't have this powers of Spider-Man, and it's just pretty great of how like the filmmakers wanted to do something really crafted well for this movie. Kirsten does return as MJ, the love interest of Peter Parker, and she's having some issues, but she like holds like the relationship between her and Peter. It's just really amazing. I like the chemistry. James Franco returning as Harry Osborn. He's still Peter's best friend, but they aren't in good terms following like Harry thinks Spider-Man unalived his dad, and it's like a secondary chapter of like Harry's vendetta against Spider-Man. Now, this would be a good Spider-Man movie without talking about the actor who plays Doc Ock, Alfred Molina. I don't know who thought of casting Alfred Molina as Doc Ock, but he does really great casting. As we saw, Octavius wasn't just a brilliant scientist. However, following some experiment went wrong, and the robotic tentacles that he has on him just fuse with his body. It just creates like a double personality. And I really like the visuals and the CGI designs of the robotic arms. It is so great. I mean, I don't know who came up with the idea to put that. It's just amazing. And I'm like pretty practically impressed of how someone like that would do a huge creatively like that. What stands out for Spider-Man 2 is not just like the story and characters. It really just shows like how like Sony and Columbia went all out for this movie. Like there's like emotional moments where like Spider-Man isn't like most of the movie. Like Peter lost his powers like in a couple of minutes into the movie, like almost like a half hour, but then he later gets it back. Like during like Peter's time away from being Spider-Man, he learns how like what does it feel like without having powers and having that responsibility. And the emotional moments is just like really amazing. Like one of the great things I enjoy, like how Peter Parker just saves a child from a burning building. Like despite not having the powers of Spider-Man, he is still generally a good person. It just shows like if you're like an ordinary person like me, you don't have superpowers, you could still be a hero, even if it's just the smallest of things. And I love that a lot. Another great action sequence is like the train fight scene. That was really amazing and well choreographed, and it's just really great to see like how the acting that Tobey Maguire has as Spider-Man. Lastly, I would like to explain of how I enjoyed like the performance of like all the cast members. They're great, and it just like you get to feel and understand like some of these characters have to going through some personal stuff. And it's really fantastic to see like this feel that like Sony know what they were doing when they were doing this movie. You know, it shows like how Spider-Man as a hero has to struggle with like the everyday challenges, being a normal life Peter Parker and a hero like Spider-Man, and it's just like amazing, like a fantastic story that this movie has. And literally by the end of the day, it just shows how like despite everything, Spider-Man always knows how to get back up, just helping out people and fix things. And that's what I love about Spider-Man 2. It's a great movie, great story, and like very emotional moments. And that's literally considered why I like Spider-Man 2. It's really one of my favorite superhero movies of all time, and I feel like no other Spider movie can like match the momentum. I mean, all the Spider movies are great, but this one is really impactful for me. But yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say about Spider-Man 2. And it was a really great video I did. But anywho, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give a like and comment and subscribe so you don't miss out on my daily videos. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.